All right, so I'm just looking at this the steps you're talking about in the comments for question 1 from the 1.2 homework. So we can see um, where they substituted 5 minus 2s divided by pi in for r. Hopefully understand that this here, this is r. I don't think you have any concerns about that. Now, what they did on the next step, and I'll show here. So notice that this entire thing in the parentheses is being squared. So we have 5 minus 2s over pi squared. And I'm going to just leave out everything else. Just to, as you can see, we have pi plus s squared plus s squared. So everything else on the outside is the same. So I'm just going to deal with everything else. The 5 minus 2s divided by pi squared. And you can see that if we were to square that, it's equal to 5 minus 2s over pi, repeated multiplication. You know, that's how square works. And then, so if we were to distribute the numerator, we get 25, and that would be minus 10s plus 4s squared. And then pi times pi on the denominator would be pi squared. And then combine the like terms here, and we get the negative 20s. So that's how we get that there in the pi squared in the denominator, from that square right here. So let's see here. What else did you say? Then they add pi back in 2 steps later. Not sure where you're looking here. Well, I'll just explain each line. So notice that that if we multiply, pi over 1, and so we can cancel out a pi in the denominator and a pi here, and we're just left with this here. So the parentheses go away because the pi is no longer multiplying. We've multiplied through by pi, and that cancels with one of the pi's on the denominator. So we're left with this here. And then the next step after, they are looking for a common denominator, so they can add. So that's why we have a pi, the pi's here. Then they add. That's about it. I'm not sure if maybe you weren't quite seeing what's going on here. It's pretty basic algebra, distributive property, and combining like terms, needing common denominator, and then adding fractions after you find the common denominator. That's about it here. Let me know if you have any other concerns. I'll be more than happy to help.